want me to say?
Declare your undying love to me.
Oh, well, that's easy. Except, I'm feeling so bad.
So, Betsy, why do you feel so bad today?
I have no idea.
I mean, you're getting fluids and almost got the whole thing down.
Right.
What's up?
So I'm doing an extra bag of fluids because I missed fluids last week. So this is my second day in a row with fluids. And for some reason today, I'm wondering if it's the erythritol I used in a cookie recipe yesterday. I don't really know. But I'm super swollen. I can't really, I'm losing, I can't make a fist. I'm losing, what is that called? Range of motion in my wrists and like my feet, and everything's super achy and feels pressury. I have a headache. My blood pressure is actually low, which is not uncommon for me, but weird that it's low given that I'm doing an extra bag of fluids. So I'm not sure what's causing today. I mean, welcome to life with chronic illness, I guess.
What were you planning to do today?
Oh man, I was so pumped because yesterday Dr. Fauci was interviewed by Mark Zuckerberg on Facebook, and the question was around why young people should be afraid to get COVID, and Dr. Fauci mentioned that young people could get ME/CFS, said the word myalgic encephalitis / chronic fatigue syndrome from COVID-19, and that I can't even explain how that's blowing my mind, because for years I've told people I got a bronchial infection, the infection cleared, and this is what was left. And you could almost hear the eye roll. So I'm amazed that A, a doctor actually knows what it is and is mentioning it, and B, that they're taking it seriously. I mean, what?
So that was really cool that got mentioned yesterday, but what were you going to do about that today? Did you have some work planned to do with that?
Yeah, there's also a House resolution being passed, but I haven't read the email I can't expound upon it right now because I need to double check what the resolution says. But the work that I did back in April was trying to get research funding for these COVID-19 long haulers who are having ME/CFS like symptoms. That was with the Solve ME/CFS initiative. And I was going to follow up with those representatives and say, hey, we really need you to vote for this resolution. And even Dr. Fauci is now mentioning that this is an issue. So we really need this funding to go through. And maybe something good can come out of COVID, because we've not had funding for well over 30 years of neglect going on here. I mean, your average general practitioner isn't even going to know what to do with you. I at least had a doctor that believed me and said, I can see that you're really sick, but I don't know what you have. I don't know what to do with you. Sent me to these specialists who basically said, you're not my problem, you're not a rheumatology issue, and then sent me to neurology and said you're not a neurological issue, which now it's being recognized as a neuroimmune issue. However, neurologists don't often know that, so whatever. Sent me to a pulmonologist and was like, you don't have sleep issues, I don't know what to tell you. So I mean, recognition is a step in the right direction, but funding would be better.
So you were planning to do some work to follow up with those representatives to get
Okay.
some more funding for ME/CFS. But you're feeling so bad that...
Well, I mean, I have to go look up in my system of the notes that I took, which, by the way, when I did that advocacy, I think it was in April, we all crashed hard for like 3 weeks. I talked to 6 different representatives on the phone for 15 minutes, and then I couldn't do anything else with it for 2 weeks straight. So, I mean, it's worth crashing, though, because if we can get funding and get better, like, it's awesome. I don't even have the brain power today to even remember where to log in or what my login information was to remind me who I talked to follow up with them. And that requires, a semi-coherent email or phone call to their contact people. The sad thing is that John Lewis is gone, and who knows what his office is going to be doing. But he was such a champion for us. Such a champion for many people. I know Lucy McBath, who's in my district, will likely sign on, but I talked to some Republicans who we really need to make this non-bipartisan. And I could really make a difference contacting them, but I don't know. I don't even feel like I'm making sense when I talk right now. So, yeah. Hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow because I need to get that done.
Thanks, Betsy.